Hello, my amazing Leos. Welcome into a general weekly reading for you. I hope all is well in your world. Do remember to book a personal reading with myself. As always, the information lies down below. Just reach out via email. And do bear with any background noise. As you can see, we are outside once again, so there's bound to be at least a little bit of which. But one more shuffle for good measure, and we will jump into the cards. I'm getting the message, excuse me, already, that you're a light in this world, and there's something about there being a light at the end of the tunnel for you in regards to what you've been dealing with. But the Knight of Pentacles and the Moon card, I feel like you are very confident in regards to what feels mysterious to you, but you're also being viewed at by other people, perceived as a very confident mystery, all right? This doesn't feel new for a Leo reading, at least for the collective that I read for the most part. A sense of you maybe at certain points feeling a little bit emotional with the Moon card as well. And this could be other people's emotions if you're one to consider yourself an empath like myself. But it as well could be your own emotions, right? There is still healing to get done. And let's keep in mind this is a week where you're still feeling things strongly is what I'm getting, okay? And so I feel like you need to remember that things are heading in the right direction for you, and you might find there's a new beginning for you on the horizon right around the corner that you need to prepare for. And one way to prepare for it is to heal, to cope with, deal with those emotions that maybe are coming to the surface randomly throughout the week, or just being felt in general. But I feel like you're somebody being drawn to this specific weekly read that is very much affected by things, right? Whether it's energy or spirituality, other people, a situation or two, how something's run, random occurrences is what I'm getting. So I feel like you need to as well take care of yourself when it comes to that, right? Protect your energy. But I'm getting a vibe of you at certain points throughout the week. As you can see, I was just doing that, spacing out a bit, all right? Don't overthink that. Don't try to force it, I guess. Just flow with it. It might even be a spiritual push. But we have the number 99 on the board with the 9 of Swords and the 9 of Wands. I know this can be viewed as quite heavy energy, but I feel like there's just a focus throughout the week on certain stresses and maybe a burnt out way of being when it comes to your energy and the way you're moving forward, for a lot of which is tied into your work. Okay, and more could be other obligations and responsibilities in your life, but I do feel like there's a need to better take care of yourself, right? Water your temple is what I'm hearing. I'm getting directly from that message. More H2O intake, all right? Drink a ton of water. It's essential for you, especially for those of which finding that it's a week or a life for you where you speak a lot. Speak a lot, if I could even say it correctly. But there are going to be some Leos drawn to the reading where there will be certain moments throughout the week where Spirit will speak through you, maybe even express something through you, you know, your face or your hands or whatever it ends up being. And I don't feel like this is going to be a moment that you're going to approve of, right? Whether you more so would have liked to have spoken for yourself or held back in that moment. Or for some Leos like myself, I have moments where certain aggressive moments come through in my face or my hands or whatever the case may be because of a negative spirit joining me or sticking with me. It's coming up for a reason in your reading. But I do feel like there's a way about your work and what you commit to or are still committed to. It just feels quite on point. It feels like you're doing things to the best of your ability plus some, and people are quite impressed. It's a week where you're not going to feel ultra smiley 24/7 or in general, you know, throughout the week. But I do sense that this is you being real. Okay, you're a real soul, and that's coming through, and it's helping people maybe more so relate to you or in general when it comes to your work, or maybe when you're working, or when it comes to connecting with you outside of that. Let's keep pulling. What else do we have for Leo? Yeah, the Two of Cups coming out, the Star card, and the Queen of Cups. It feels like there's a star-like quality about you when you connect with people, even if it's people at a distance, or, you know, say online, which is at a distance. It could be in person, of course, face-to-face and whatnot. But I do feel like there's a wish fulfillment in regards to a connection moving forward for you. You're being reminded for a lot that it's going to happen in the divine timing, right? That it's meant to. You can't push it sooner because there's, again, healing that you need to go through. Maybe even they need to go through. This could be somebody you already know or have once known. Could be somebody brand new for you. This doesn't have to be a romantic connection of any type, but for a lot of which it is. But I do also want to say, the Leos drawn to this reading, there's a reminder there's a lot of connecting with friends, new and existing ones, moving forward. And this is something you deserve, even if you're one to commit to your hermit mode, right? Or just have that a lot. Even if you have felt distant from certain people that you truly care about recently or in general. But the Queen of Cups talks about how there's fulfillment moving forward from connecting with people, but also when it comes to any other work obligations, things that you commit to in general. But I feel like there's as well focus this week on you creating your own music, all right? And that may happen through you getting your voice out there, some of which actually creating music. It could be as well you being pushed to sing, to dance, to put your creativity, your color, your vibe onto things. Because there may be a focus as well on, say, a job or something else, if not a couple different situations or aspects of your life that feel a bit bland, maybe lacking color, and Spirit saying, you're a Leo, okay? You've changed and grown so much over time up until this point. You have what it takes from what you've been through and who you are at this point, though you're changing. You have what it takes to put that spice onto things, right? In a realistic manner. But what else do we have for Leo? They're saying put your crown on, because this is a time where your worth is growing. It may not fully feel like it at all times, but you need to put your crown on, as I'm being drawn to that water crown on, above her head, and some of which might be viewed at in a very halo wearing kind of angelic way. But the King of Cups and the Seven of Swords, because I truly feel like there's a peaceful, mature way about you that is being perceived as very secretive, okay? But in one, if not multiple other ways, you may be perceived as very out in the open, very much lacking that secrecy. Anyways, but I do feel like you are being pushed to remember that your ships are coming in, my friend, okay? They are coming in. You're one peaceful soul within, but certain factors outside of you, what you go through, maybe who and what's connected to you and vice versa, leaves you feeling and maybe being perceived as less peaceful at certain points, right? But there's also going to be a focus on somebody who's quite vocal and just too abrupt in your life, all right? Whether it's a spirit, it could be someone else in your life. It may be more reflective for you, somebody from your past, but it feels very much for a lot of which onto the reading, someone in your current day situation, okay? But I do feel like you at certain points throughout the week are glowing and you're handling things to the best of your ability. I hope that makes sense, because again, going back to the Nine of Wands and the Nine of Swords, life is not easy for you, okay? And this week does highlight that at certain points, but not to adjust your perspective or your confidence, right, in the negative, in a negative direction. But it's this feeling of you needing to remember that you are handling things and have been up until this point to the best of your Leo ability. And moving forward, you'll have even more experience and knowledge intake to handle things better. But it feels like things are going to get easier for you moving forward. I don't care if someone tries to combat that and say otherwise. Or if you don't feel that's the case, 1000% or all the time, things are going to get easier for you, okay? You need to be one with that moving forward. And they're saying a lot of that reasoning is backed up by the fact that you do manifest at this point quite efficiently, okay? And you may see evidence of that in small ways throughout the week. Or it might be actually somebody drawn to the reading gaining a new situation, all right? Something you have manifested. And it may as well be a co-creation kind of situation where Spirit was working with your manifestation and helping you all the meanwhile. But to get ready to wrap up this beautiful, powerful reading, the Nine of Cups and the Knight of Swords, as well as the Eight of Swords. It feels like where you're feeling limited and trapped, there's movement, my friend. What is felt stagnant, there's movement, all right? There's progression. It feels like there is, for a lot of which, a wish fulfillment throughout this week, if not moving forward around the corner. There's a lot of wishes to be fulfilled for you, my friend, but you're going to feel like when you're on the go, you just can't force it, okay? When you're putting in effort, putting your resources towards this and that throughout the week, you just can't force it, and that's not a bad thing, all right? It's helping you, and it's helping the outcome and whatever you're connected to at that time. It's this week, my friend, where you are a peaceful mystery. Once again, you're a star, my friend, and things are going to feel more connected and a lot easier for you moving forward because you simply deserve it, okay? So if this was truly helpful, I'm sending you so much love and light, Leo. Go enjoy your week, and we'll talk again soon.